right? M.O.S type shit. So there's this movement to it, right? The F the street movement, and it's from the optic is that it's coming from a street rep, my boy. You feel what I'm saying? So what, like, where do we stand with the street thing? So now everybody's like F the street. Now the streets itself, the streets, I don't know where I heard this, but apparently the street is a myth. I think I kind of agree with that train of thought, but there are aspects to it that are real. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to like how rappers bring us the, you know, this imagery of like the streets and how to move. It, you know, I think it even goes beyond rap, really. There's like street code, street culture, street this, that, and the third. You feel me? So, you know, 21 was one of the people that brought it into rap like heavy. You know what I'm saying? So there is it is its own energy. It is its own being, shall I add. You know what I'm saying? So now with that being said, a guy like this denouncing the streets, you know what I mean? It comes with this whole hypocritical imagery, this whole hypocritical outlook and things like this, right? Because I think one of the ideas, one of the conversation points was that, you know, hold on, man. Matter of fact, let me let this video assist me right quick, right? So that
gotta talk about 21 Savage officially starting what might be one of the strangest movements in hip hop right now, because the internet is going crazy after 21 Savage said F the streets. The street.
Y'all niggas fix that. Y'all niggas fix that shit. Y'all love each other, nigga. You Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told first time, and we swept it under the rug for you. You know he wasn't trying to leave. Dang, nigga, what? Nigga, F the streets. We ain't get shit but trauma. Yes. Now, let's start from that point. We like it's nothing but trauma, and you know what I'm saying, all that kind of degeneracy where it's like you're loyal to just like degeneracy and demonry and, you know what I'm saying, weird ass energy. But in the streets, you know what I mean, it's beautiful. It's the loyalty. It's, yo, we all come from this darkness, bro. Let's, you know what I'm saying, let's look out for each other. This is the beauty of this. It is traumatic. So I'm understanding where, you know, that is a savage tweet, right? Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, Saint Laurent Don. Okay, 21's hair. Yeah, that's a savage tweet. So it's like he's bringing you just the real of it. The fact that, dog, it's not. It's darkness. That's why we in the streets in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's because shit is dark. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Wherever. You know what I'm saying? Or let me put it like this: whatever reason that put you to the streets, you know that you were running away from something, and that's always, you know, a signal of negativity. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe at home, maybe whatever the case, right? Maybe relationships, whatever the case. Okay, I don't like. Yeah, your history. Let's go with that. Your upbringing and shit like that can leave you, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, you know, deeply. You know what I'm saying? So now with that being said, it's like, yo, we all know the starting point. Here's my point and why I wanted to zoom into the psychological pattern, right? Here's my point is that the beginning point is always degenerate. You know what I'm saying? The beginning point of where you know, the seed of street energy was planted in your head, right? Whatever reason that put you to the streets, right? Beginning point of that reason. So as I said, I doubled down on your background, right? Your history, how you came up. The reason for you coming up, let me say the intention for you coming up was never like, I can't believe that could have been like backwards, like as in negative, as in, yeah, we want you to fail in life, we want you to die in life, so we'll deliberately raise you up, you know, in a traumatic way to a point where you'll eventually leave us and go to the street. It's like your environment when you were raised up, I don't believe that was the energy, right? So now obviously, you know, you then running away from that, you found some sort of reason or some sort of degeneracy that justified you going to the streets. But then look at the beginning point of you going to the streets. It's negativity, obviously, in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So now the psychology of you now you've hit the streets. Now you're developing these relationships in the streets, right? Keeping these street codes, keeping this, that, and the third, and, you know, being loyal to how we move in these streets, you know what I'm saying? You even exposing it in rap and all this kind of, you know what I'm saying? You exposing it in your the other aspects of your life that, yo, people gotta know I'm a street guy, you know what I'm saying? No ranting, no, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. And then it's like, yes, we can like be, you know, active in the activities of the streets, and then we can even make money, you know what I'm saying? We can hit licks, do this, that, the third, and just make money, just make a living off of street culture, right? Cool, you're making a living, you're surviving, that's a good thing. But look at the starting point of where it all started. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, I think why I'm bringing up Ty Boogie's video as well is that, you know, he said something about, hold on, let me let him break some shit down so that we get clarity.
You haven't tried it out yourself, but here it is. All you're doing for things, you just on the
okay,
check it out.
Ad, my bad.
Have a phone bill. Is this all you need?
Yes.
You gotta say the streets. I ain't supposed to say it like that.
Man, I'm confused.
What?
Fuck the street. I'm with.
I ain't supposed to say it like that.
You shouldn't.
I supposed to say the streets.
Yes.
Say the streets.
Yeah.
We gotta get all the bullshit, all the crazy killer shit out of it, and put the love.
And to think about it, that's what comes with it, though, right? That's what comes with it, because it's like the kind of compromises that need to happen when somebody goes against XYZ. It's like you have to eliminate niggas because you know niggas got information about the streets, and y'all are running away from shit like the authority, shit like da. And once you make an op out of people that were once part of y'all, you know it's up. It's gotta be raps. Come on, bro. There's like some shit, like some of these things, like he's breaking it down, but like logically it just don't balance, right? So okay, my whole point is that, look, Ty Boogie was breaking some shit down where the idea was that, you know, it's still, you know what I'm saying, things that people are latching to, you know, when it comes to these streets and and y'all are looking goofy, this, that, the third. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, something along those lines. Like, I just wanted to zoom in on the fact that nothing good can come out of the streets, bro. I don't care. Like, nothing good can come out of it. Niggas done build like images. Niggas done build lifestyles. Niggas done build survival systems. This, that, and the third. Niggas done build families off of the street. They done, like, you know, met, you know, women that would just like mate with them and create families off of just street energy, like to a point where they're kids, they emulate that, they don't give a fuck, everything is normal. It's a whole universe, my boy, you know what I'm saying? So now, yeah, you could see the positive aspects of like, yo, they're winning when it comes to this, that, and the third. They winning over their ops, this, that, but they're still dying. Like, there's still a whole bunch of deaths that going on. There's still a whole bunch of betrayal that going on. Still, you know, a bunch of, you know, there's still like Telenon that's going on. It's like, so I'm pointing out the inconsistencies of the thing, but even like, I just want to highlight that even with the positive shit, you know, the positive spins on this kind of energy, this kind of culture, bro, it began from a degenerate point of view. That was my whole thing. It began, like, the beginning point is very crucial, hey? That's why, like, the momentum that you build, like, with whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, in your own life, the momentum, like, be conscious of the seed, the beginning point, you know what I'm saying, the seed of where it started from, because you're gonna have to, like, whatever came with you planting that seed, you gotta examine every moment. Whatever came with you planting that seed, the sacrifices that you needed to just, like, you know, make in order for you to plant the seed. Like, bro, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a specific example to give you. You know, trying to make money off of selling drugs or whatever, right? That's a seed that you planted at a time, right? You gotta think of what kind of degeneracy was around you when you planted that seed. What was the reason for you to end up going to sell, you know, to serve in the streets? You know what I'm saying? What's the reason? Now, yes, you might get to a point where you become so successful that you flip chicken to a point where you could just, like, be a decent human being, you have alternatives to just maybe invest your money elsewhere. But it's like you gotta consider the fact that this has been dirty money. You gotta like clean it up now. You know what I'm saying? There has to be that aspect to it. So there's limitations to dirty money, right? Or maybe you know what I'm saying? So shit, yeah, my mind is going all over at the same time. But it's like, yo, think of all the degeneracies. You had to probably go against the word of the people that love you. Your parents, maybe. You know damn well your parents wouldn't agree with you selling drugs in those streets, bro. But what had to happen? You had to probably move away from them. You probably had to, it's just like, you know, be on some crazy survival, you know, aspect where you're probably sleeping on couches, sleeping in a nigga, like in one of your friends' basements, you know what I'm saying? Even that in itself is imbalanced. Now look at that starting point. You know what I mean? Now the things that you are envisioning, nah, I'm gonna get myself through this, it's like you're gonna have to, I don't know, break from a whole lot more, as opposed to if you had clean money, if you had like a clean seed, if you had planted a clean seed, but knowing damn well that maybe you didn't want to go through XYZ, that had to come with just grinding extra in a clean way so I can get, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to you were desperate. You were trying to get to an end like real quick. So the streets, you know, like they you know, presented a better solution to that. But now look at what you're stuck with. You gotta clean this money up. You gotta be worried about cops being on your ass. You gotta worry about, you know, haters that might just like out you for this kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? Ops, enemies, you know what I'm saying? Exes that might feel scorned for some reason. Now they blowing your whole shit up over. It can get crazy because the seed, nigga. Look at that, you know? I mean, there might also be positive aspects to just, you know, when you planted the seed. You might have had like people encouraging you, like, this is what you're going through at home, bro. Like, da. Nah, bro. Look, I got you, bro. Get the fuck up out of there. Come, da. You know what I'm saying? Come, we got a little spot that you could like just kick it at. You know what I mean? Until you get on your feet, we got these things that you could like serve in the streets, just to feed yourself. You know what I'm saying? XYZ. You know what I'm saying? That's support. Don't that feel encouraging? That might encourage you to fall deep into that degeneracy. God damn it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Give you all this understanding. Yo, check it out. You can control your own blog. You know what I'm saying? You'll be one of the, I don't know, top dogs to do this shit. You control this area, this, like, you know what I'm saying? You serve it. And then you got stories like your Scarface, this, that, and third, the movies, the Godfather of Harlem, XY. Yo, these is dope ass movies. It's cool, but these are entertainment purposes only, right? That's how I see shit. I ain't in no street. You know what I'm saying? No street nothing, bro. But I'm just like saying, like, you can literally look at that as like positive things. Yo, there's like loyalty in these things, but then you jump deep into it and then you just see the shit that you signed up for. You like, damn, this is crazy. But at that point, you just gotta keep going, right? You gotta keep going, you gotta keep the loyalty moving. So just like consider the seed though. Consider the beginning point of how you began things. Was you you know, constantly anxious motherfucker, constantly paranoid, constantly just chip on your shoulder type, and it's just, I need to survive, I need to get away, like. And then you plant a seed that may sprout like some fruit. But then now, you know what I'm saying, when that fruit pulls up dirty as fuck, and you know, and then you find poster boys of the streets coming back to, you know, establish movements, or having the optic of establishing movements like F the streets, whereas nigga, that's what you are, nigga. What are you doing? You confusing us. That's what you are. Now you talking about F the streets. It's like, nah, bro. I feel like Savage is realizing that psychological just patterning of, bro, yes, like I've experienced even the positive beneficial parts of the streets, but it's still like this thing applies. This F the streets kind of energy applies, because dog, nothing good comes out of it because of the kind of seeds that you gotta plant. You know what I'm saying? Like the seeds that the beginning points of being in the streets is never good, bro. I get it from that, like I understand him from that kind of perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I had to break that down, man. Let me